Hello, everybody. It is now, I believe, Monday night. That's right, WooF Ditty show on the All Dog Network. We're jumping and jamming tonight. We have special stuff tonight. We're gonna do a little breed ditty tonight, and the breed is the Yorkie. The Yorkie. And I was talking to someone today. Actually, y'all interested in this T-shirt, and I was talking to someone who is in the business of getting these done for us. Sharma Eubanks. Hello, Debbie's here. Everybody's here. Good to see y'all this evening. Once again, Bucky here. We're gonna play some music tonight on the WooF Axe. We're going to jam a little blues tonight. Actually, Mimi. Hi, Mimi. Haven't seen you lately. Good to see you. We're going to jam some blues on the guitar to some backup blues tracks I have. Really has nothing to do about anything other than playing the WooF Axe and having some fun playing some blues and maybe some other jazz. We're going to try some jazz tracks just to have some fun playing somebody requested, play some stuff. Hi, Linda. Love your shirt. But whatever the case, what I was saying about this, the thing here is, turn this down. The gentleman I was talking to, it was actually a shirt maker out here, and he's going to help us figure out a way to get these made. Now you have to see that these are full. It's not just, stamping the. It's taking this logo, and there's a word for it. Subligating or something like that. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Hi, Deborah. Good to see you. Layla's there. Layla Alexander, hi. And this is a pretty big deal getting these shirts made like this, where it's a full deal. It's not like just taking this logo and stamping it on the front of a white t-shirt, which can be done easily. And hopefully, yes, I will still want one. Right. I love the shirt, Terry says. Linda, hi. Good to see you too. So we're working on that. Linda Broom, I also love the shirt. So we're working on that. I should know pretty soon what it's going to be in order to get them made like this. And hopefully we can. We're going to try to make that happen and make it affordable. That's the main thing. We're going to figure it out. I know the shirt, it's a great shirt. Yeah, it's important. It's like a regular, it's custom, where it's all the whole shirt. And like I said, it's easy to stamp it. Been working and could not get out on time. One night my mom was on the floor when I got home. Oh my goodness. I hope she's okay. Dahlia, I love it. Yeah, let me know your mom's okay. Jeez. She have one of those 911 buttons, maybe, I hope. Those are always good to have if anybody has issues. Of course, you don't know who has issues and when anything can happen to anybody. But if you feel like you need one of those, if you're alone, it's recommended. No matter what it costs, it's not that big of a deal. $30 a month or whatever it is. So anyway, all that stuff. But tonight, the breed is Yorkie. So this gentleman who's helping me, who's got a shirt duplicating business, is helping me figure out if he can get this handled and make these like this. And so we're working on that. I should know the next day or so on that, if that's possible, number one, and what the cost is going to be, number two, and so forth, and get them made. But we were just talking about what this is all about when I was talking to him this morning about getting this done. And he says, well, his wife has a couple of Yorkies. That's their breed. Yes, she is. Cool. All right. Mimi says. It's okay. A couple of Yorkies. I said, well, we haven't done the Yorkie breed. How about if we do that tonight? So they'll either watch it live now because they're out here, or no, she don't need to get one. She doesn't need to get one. Okay. Thank you. I want one of these shirts. Well, like I say, we'll keep your eyes peeled. We'll let you know when they're available and how we're going to get them to you and all that kind of thing. Absolutely. I mean, we're excited just as much as anybody else about them. Okay, this has the paw on the bottom, of course. So it's the whole logo. They take this digitally. Had a horrible fight with my sister today, feeling sad, Linda says. Robin been in the hospital most of the week. Love you. Been in the hospital. You sick or you work in the hospital? Robin Benskin. Linda had a horrible fight with her sister today and feeling sad. Well, you have a dog, Linda? Probably. You know, connect with the dog. Try to forgive whatever it is that's going on. I'm not a priest, rabbi, or anything like that. But you know, if you do watch Tony Robbins, you know, I mean, the guy's pretty out there with his language to get to the point of what's going on. But I recommend you. I'm Not the Guru. It's on Netflix. It's quite penetrating to get past things, you know, that are negative in your life. And when you have fights with anybody, I mean, we've all had them. You know, I've had horrible fights with my daughter and wife, and you do great work. Keep it up. I'm here for you guys. Dahlia says, Vasquez, thank you so much. We're not going to quit because we have the love of dogs. And see, it not only translates into the dogs and love and their unconditional love back, you know, your best friend. But for some reason, for me, oh, you were sick in the hospital. God, I hope you recover. You have a pit bull. Okay. We did a pit bull show. And Linda has a husky. So, connect with these guys. You know, try to forgive. You know, it's all about the love. And what I think that, to me, when I get in these situations and I feel sad, down, depressed, and God, why did that happen? Oh, I said the wrong thing at the wrong time. This is a ridiculous fight. You can't get out of it. You know, time heals all that. But, you know, at which time you need to just sit with your dog and connect with your dog and let them help soothe you and heal you with the love that you give them and the love they, you know, you feel in return. And about forgiveness, you know, and just unconditional love. And somehow work out the, you know, the reasons you have these issues in a relationship, regardless who it is, and how you get into bickering and fights and they escalate. And it's difficult, but we just learn as we go. We all learn. There's nothing's perfect ever. You can have $10 gazillion in the bank and it wouldn't make any difference. Might be a difference in different ways, but once you're past the difference, okay, you have to pay rent, you have to pay mortgage, you get this car's paid for. Okay, now what? It's about people. It's not about the things. The things are gonna, you know, but people. It's all about the people, and that's also about the dogs for us, because they have a certain vibe in life that causes us to love them so much and know how they are. They can't exactly talk like we do, but they do talk. They have their own language, and once you understand how to communicate, it's amazing. I mean, today, just example, before I get into the Yorkie breed and the Ditty, we wrote about the Yorkies, and I'll tell you about that relationship. I got Buster some new shampoo, some really killer stuff for stuff. Suzanne has joined, and I brought him he had kind of, I'll show you what he did here. To his, I think we've had this Kong for since 5 years at least, but see where it's ended up. This is from Tug of War. Puts in his mouth, take it, you know, getting it, throwing it, biting it. It's done. So I got him a new one today. It's more like a plastic one at the pet store. And the minute I brought it home, it was in the cellophane wrapper. The minute I gave the bag of shampoo and some salmon oil and this new Frisbee, he came right up to the bag. I pulled it out. And he knew it was his, for him. It wasn't even open. He could see it. He could sense it. He looked at it. He said, "That's mine. It's not like some onions or something." Amazing. My husky is my best friend. Yes, he is. So, primarily, this is about huskies here. The WooF driver has 4-pack of huskies, 4 of them. He's had more. A couple have crossed the Rainbow Bridge, Zara and Hudson. Now he has Chase, Jag, Zorro, and Princess. One female, 3 males. And he goes out with them almost every day on a run, a trail, mushes. You know what mushing is if you're a husky lover. To check his adventures out, what he does with his huskies. So what we do on our show, we've kind of switched a little bit of gears. We made it not just about the breed of the night, which in this case tonight is about the Yorkies, but it's also about huskies and the WooF driver and what he does on his adventures and advice and stuff like that. Robin says, I'm 52 and that's all I have it's my dog after my divorce 4 years ago. And you're sharing these comments with people that are watching, so I'm sure it's not a big deal. You don't care. It's life. And I've decided I'm tired of all the hurt. Laugh out loud. Well, I can understand that. And that's good for you. You just chill with your pup, man. And it's like all good. And, things work out otherwise, Heather says, I have a female husky, Naya. Sweet. Mimi, I posted pictures of my 5 fur babies in the WooF driver Unleashed. Cool, that's a new site I guess we're getting up there. And the WOOF's gang, WOOF''S, next word gang, it's a group site as well for posting your own information with your own dogs and who you are and where you're coming from and all that. It's a great thing. So, we're having a good conversation already, but all of you that are hurting in any way, physically or mentally or otherwise, think about the little dog. Dahlia, I have 2 little guys that were there for me when my partner passed away. In November of last year. So sad to hear that. No one understands the bond I have with them. They mean the world to me and they understand me further. See more. Let me push this further and deeper than any human could. And it's recognizable that most of us probably feel the same way about that with our dogs, because it's just a self-evident truth, perhaps, So we get along this way, and that's why we work together on these shows. That's why I do this show. That's why everybody's participating in this all dog network, trying to communicate and join our dog family together, because it gives us more than just having a pet. It's much deeper than that, and I think we all realize that, how much we love them and how much we see that they love us. It's amazing. I mean, I was at the pet store today getting these products, like I told you. I walked in, and this lady's got this little, I don't know what it was, little puppy, the cutest thing, holding him, and he starts licking her and kissing her. It wouldn't stop. It was just amazing, just so cute. So they're all over the place. I mean, this is their nature, and we are enjoying that, what we get from that. So I'm going to talk about the Yorkies tonight, okay? We wrote a little ditty about the Yorkies. So I was saying about the fellows helping us get these shirts reproduced. His wife and family and his kids have 2 Yorkies, and they're both female. And one is Candy and one is Sadie. And Sadie is the daughter of Candy. Okay? Interesting. And some interesting facts about the Yorkies that I didn't know. One of the things is Yorkshire Terrier is a more proper name, perhaps. Thank you for y'all being there. Robin, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. Without you guys, we're just like talking to the wind. So we love it. And we're gaining a bigger audience every day, and hopefully you guys are sharing on your time and with all your friends what this is about once they get their head around it, whether they have a dog or not, or pets, any pet. Maybe they'll, say, geez, I want to go down to shelter and rescue one, because I really would like to have that. Debbie, anytime. Thank you. And last night we celebrated the life of Debbie's daughter, Kathy's boxer. It was boxer night. Just happened to be a coincidence. He passed away yesterday. Kaz. And we posted it. I sent that to the WooF driver, and he's hopefully posted it by now. Mariano David, he says, you are the best. We really appreciate the compliments here. Okay, we're just trying to be real with what we're doing, and we love it. Because we love our dogs. It's great. And we love people. So anyway, he's got this, the fellas who's doing this, love it, buddy. Thanks for doing this. Love you guys. And these pets are mine and my family, and it means a lot for you guys to recognize them. Thank you. Thank you, because we truly do. The WooF driver is amazing person. I mean, he is blessed enough to be able to dedicate his whole life to his dogs and his wife and his family. Okay, he doesn't have any kids, but he has nieces and nephews. So his 4-pack of Huskies, which you said 2 of them, he had more than that. Hudson and Czar passed. They crossed Rainbow Bridge not long ago. But we have songs. He's written all these lyrics about all his dogs and adventures, and about life, and about meditation, and about how to be. We wrote. He took his lyrics and we made all this music out of this stuff, which is pretty incredible stuff. All different kind of genres. Some's funny, some serious, some's rap, we got poetry, we got jokes, we got ditties. And so we decided, hey, let's do a show, various shows on this new streaming Facebook, which came about, which gave us an opportunity that we didn't have before, to do this live and save these shows. I mean, if you just record shows and put them on YouTube, who's going to know where they are? I mean, how are you going to find them? So this technology is amazing what Mr. Zuckerberg has provided for us on Facebook to do as a tool to communicate. It's like having your own live TV show, no commercials, no politics. Linda, thank you for being there. You're quite worth being here. You're quite welcome, no doubt. So let me finish this with this fellow with the t-shirt. Family has 2 Yorkies, Candy and Sadie, both females. Candy's the mom of Sadie. So I made it Yorkie night for him. I said I didn't have a breed picked out. I kind of pick it out in the early morning, in the middle of the day, if no one requests doing a breed for them on the show the night before. Like if one of you says, hey, do a so-and-so. I already did a pit bull. But you have a breed I haven't done, you say, hey, can you do this? And we've had requests for about 5, which we did in consecutive order the nights after. So, and they're all posted up there. So on alldognetwork.com is where you can see the shows. Because after we're done here and I finish and we're not live anymore, you'll see it posted on the timeline where you are. You can rewatch it if you come on late, or watch it tomorrow, and it's going to be on alldognetwork.com forever. I'm glad you're doing Yorkie. My little Onyx 1A Yorkie Poo Chihuahua mix. I saw Yorkie Poo, and so there's several different Yorkies. Bichon, I saw some other what they were. I didn't know what the difference was, so you just do Yorkshire Terrier. Yorkie is what I'm doing as an overall general picture of this little dog. Let me do something here. I'm going to play the ditty. Actually, let's talk about it first. A small toy-sized dog. And what's interesting, the small head is rather flat on the top. Now, in the olden days, before they had them, they were larger dogs. And the breeders back then decided to breed them with smaller dogs so they would be coming out what we know today size. Pretty interesting. The nose is usually black. Teeth, they do meet in a scissors bite. And the medium-sized eyes are dark with dark eye rims. Let me pull this up here. Bear with me if you would. You can get some pictures of them up. The tail is customarily docked, to a medium length and carried somewhat higher than the back. Note, it is illegal to dock tails in most parts of Europe. You know, it should be. I think it should be illegal, period. But I know when we talked about this Cocker Spaniel a month ago that they said the reason they did them on those guys, and probably most any dog, was because if they're hunters and they're chasing anybody. Hi, Cheryl. Good to see you. Cheryl Gilchrist is here. They go through the woods and there's just like brush and there's thorns and there's nasty stuff to cut their tail, and they get infections and stuff because they're tall and they get caught. It could hurt them drastically, so they docked them, and they usually do it when they're real small, you know. So again, they don't feel the pain so much. Look at this little guy, Yorkie, little Bo. Okay, we got some serious DQ going on here, GQ. Cool to see you as well. Thank you, Cheryl. But this is kind of like what you're looking at is for Yorkshire Terriers. Look at this happy one. Happy face. I'm happy. Yorkie Poo is a Yorkshire Terrier and Poodle mix. Oh, that makes sense. Yorkie Poo. Yorkie Poo. So we're just kind of just doing Yorkies here on the pictures. I mean, I could go find all the mixed, like you say. There's a lot of varieties in that regard from what I'm reading. Oh my goodness, look at this guy. It's too much. They're darling. And the hair on the head is so abundant it is almost always necessary to gather it and band and keep it from going into the dog's food bowl and, and give a maximum visibility. Some owners choose to trim the hair on top of the head. So here's a little ditty about Candy and Sadie, the two Yorkies, for the night here.
This ditty is about the Yorkies, Candy and Sadie today. Well, Candy is the mama of Sadie. That's how she made her way into this world of puppies. And they began to play. These two happy Yorkies were here to stay.
Hi, Linda. Someone had 10 of them. Wow.
Now way back in the day, this breed was a larger kind. But by breeding the selective smaller ones than the big ones, today we see their size. Candy and Sadie, the two happy Yorkies. Candy and Sadie are two happy Yorkies, mama and daughter. Candy and Sadie, two happy Yorkies. Into the world of puppies, they began to play. These two happy Yorkies, they were here to stay.
It's quite an outfit of
Candy
trimming
Sadie,
there.
the two happy Yorkies. Candy and Sadie, the two happy Yorkies.
So this family has two. One's mom, one's daughter, Candy and Sadie, and happy Yorkies. Linda knew someone that had 10 of them, all in agility trails. Amazing. Now the temperament, they're obviously seem oblivious of their size. I mean, they don't act like they're small. They're very large, eager for adventure. The little dog is highly energetic, brave, loyal, and clever, with owners who take the time to understand how to treat a small dog. Dahlia says, I know not too many people understand the bond. Animals are smarter than we think. We just need to take the time to listen and understand them. They're truly there for us. We just need to understand them, Dahlia says, and that's such true words there. Let's see. I can't put my glasses on. I'm sorry to read this small print on here. Appreciate them. We pick them as our pets. They decide to accept us. And it's not about them. They are like children. Love, respect, and teach them to learn from them. They can be wiser and teach us respect always. That's so great that you're saying that, because you understand it, and that's it. It's about respect. You know, the people that scold their animals and don't understand how to train them, and they yell at them and stuff, they don't understand that you don't do that. You don't need to do that. There's different ways to train, the right ways. And once again, we have also other correspondents and people doing these live shows on the All Dog Network at different times. We have a dog trainer, behavioral specialist, Dean Miller. He's on thedogcounselor.com as his personal website, thedogcounselor.com. Mimi says, so true. What's neat about the posts here, you guys are commenting, you can read each other's comments and posts. I don't have to read them all necessarily because you can see them, which is cool. Kind of saves time and energy, but it's all good. I don't mind doing it. We have him, so if you have problems or issues you want to ask him about, you can contact him via email. His phone number's on his website, The Dog Counselor, thedogcounselor.com. Dean Miller. We've got two ladies doing dog yoga called Doga, which is fantastic. So you can see all these shows on alldognetwork.com. They're posted just like mine. Under host, you'll see the different people. Click on it and see what they do. We have psychic readers. We have people that connect mentally and know how to do that, just like you go to a psychic, and really interesting stuff. And it's all so true of stuff, that seems to be real and all that stuff. So we have Britt Savage did a bunch of WooF news shows, which are hilarious. I've got the WooF Ditty with the music show. And then you have the WooF driver himself has his own adventures, and he's going out with his 4 huskies on these adventures all the time, so you can check him out. It's nonstop. It's always new. He does night mushing, goes out at night trails. The other night I told everybody, hey, stay tuned. On Sunday night he's going out after the show, or Saturday, I can't remember, I think it was Saturday. And unfortunately, he went up to Pittsburgh from Baltimore. They drive all the way to these out in the woods and places in the middle of the night and do this with the dog, take these dogs on these trails. They've got lights, they've got night goggles, they got night cameras. The crew goes with them in case they break down. And he has a satellite, a Wi-Fi signal, but unfortunately, even where he was so far out in the back woods, he couldn't get a signal. And we apologize for that, because you guys are probably waiting for him to come on, as I was, to watch him do this the other night, Saturday night, and it never happened because he couldn't get a signal. So he wasn't happy about that. But normally he has a signal. He does all these things. He rides his huskies on the back of a motorcycle. They put goggles on. It's hilarious. And they're so well behaved, and they're so, you got to see what these dogs do. And they happen to be huskies. But I'm just saying, to see the love and the connection that's going on here is pretty phenomenal. So temperament, back to the temperament of the Yorkies. Yorkies they're recommended for older, considerate children, which means simply because they're so small, most people allow them to get away with behaviors no dog should display. This changes the dog's temperament when that happens, as the dog starts to take over the house, which again is called that small dog syndrome. Yorkies that become demanding and dependent, appearing to need a lot of human attention, and or developing jealous behaviors, snapping if surprised, frightened, or over-teased, have owners need to rethink how they're treating the dog. Okay, owners do not instinctively meet the dog's needs, may also need to become overprotective, and they become neurotic. So Yorkies, though, are easy to train, although they can sometimes be stubborn if the owners do not give them the proper boundaries. So once again, if you need help with any behavioral problems like this, or you're not sure how to go about training, you have a new puppy, or your rescue that's not, it's an adult already, whatever the case, you can count. You can count on the dogcounselor.com, Dean Miller, to help you out. He's really knows what he's doing. He's doing it a long time, very professional, and he can work with you on the phone, email, Skype, and if you can afford it, he can fly to wherever you are in the whole world and give you a 90-minute session that'll just change the life of you and the dog, because he's that good. And I know this is true because when we were living in Santa Cruz before we moved to Orange County, there was a friend of mine I worked with that became a dog trainer, him and his wife. Does it say whether Yorkie has a problem with the knee? My little Yorkie poo has trouble with the knee caps pushing out and back in. Let me check and see about that. But anyway, I went to it. I said, how do you train a dog? He says, I got one today. This lady out in Aptos has got this little dog that's just out of control. Just out of control. Jumps, snaps, barks, and no commands work. How are you tonight? Sue says, I just woke up. I'm great. Thank you for asking. I hope you're I'm glad you woke up to join us. We're going to have fun tonight. Let me see if I can find something here for Mimi. Anyway, he invited me to come along, and I watched him in a half an hour. This woman was like, how did you do that? And he's showing her. Now, you have to drill practice, rehearse everything he's doing, but within 30 minutes, this dog was obeying. The techniques, if you don't know them, it's like anything else. That's why we go to school to learn stuff. If we knew everything, we wouldn't have to go to school, right? Okay. So it's very interesting. So a trainer can help you and then guide you and then have you, you know, copy what they do. It's called drill, practice, rehearse. I'm still doing it with Buster when he's barking at people when they come to the door. He wants to get to the door when the doorbell rings. Wants to be the first one there. Well, that's not the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be there first. And I'm using the techniques we learned when he was a puppy that I had kind of like forgotten about, and it works. I did it 3 times today. You know, get back here, listen, sit, wait. He sits there, looks at me, hands up, wait. I walk to the door, open the door, open the door all the way. I go, okay. He gallops out. And I do it over and over and over and over. Let's see. We're gonna try to Yorkie knee problems. Okay, what I would do, because it's hard for me to see all this, you know, just go to Google and search Yorkie knee problems, and there's a bunch of things. Just click on each of them, blogs, posts, you know, forums, and just read about what people have to say here. You know, even get specific. Knees are popping out, blah, 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 whatever's going on with the Yorkie poo. A lot of them talking about surgery here, but we don't want to think about that right now. So, YorkieTalk.com. There's one. That's what I would do, and then just study that stuff, and that's what I do. Okay. So the temperament. Let's see. They're truly sweet little dogs that need owners to understand how to give them gentle leadership. Gentle leadership. There's a difference between firm, gentle. It can be gentle and firm, but not mean and yelling and you're upset and all that. Okay, cool, Mimi says. Yeah, there's so much information. I mean, pretty soon you'll come across exactly what probably you're talking about there. And when I get off the air, I have some time, I'll look it up as well. If I can figure something out, I'll let you know. Yeah, the vets, who knows what they know, you know, exactly. You know, they always want to do something that's maybe more than's needed. So they're doctors. If you own a Yorkie, does not display any of the negative behaviors, high five for being a good pack leader. So we strive to be good pack leaders. That's our job. So anytime there's things, behavior problems, and you're not in control of the commands, you know, you need to figure out what you need to do if you choose. I have to do this with Buster, and I'm going to keep doing it until, you know, he quits barking at the crows outside every time a fly comes in the house. He wants to go eat the fly. He goes crazy. Jumps off. He'd be out of dead sleep. He hears the fly. He just crash into the door. What are you doing, dude? Give it up. The height is about 6 to 7 inches is all for the little Yorkies. Now, again, like I said, when I was studying this, getting the facts and figures, when they first came around in the early days, they were larger dogs, which were bred on purpose with smaller breeds of dogs to become smaller themselves, like the poodle, like the Yorkie poo, and so forth. They did it on purpose because they wanted to be a smaller breed. They also, one of the things they did, they were hunters. They 6, 7 inches high. They weigh about 7 pounds. When a dog weighs 4 pounds or less, it is called a teacup. Actually, the ones these Yorkies, the Ditty's about, one of them's a teacup, real small. To achieve the small size, breeders often had to breed runts with other runts. The dogs sometimes had health problems due to their abnormal small size. Some of the health problems, okay. Some Yorkies are prone to slip, stifle, bronchitis, eye infections, early tooth decay, poor tolerance of anesthetic, and a delicate digestion. Exotic treats should be avoided. They sometimes suffer paralysis in the hindquarters caused by herniated disc and other problems of the spine. Falls or knocks can cause fractures in the little fragile bones. Abnormal skull formations in Yorkies measuring less than 8 inches or 20 centimeters. Dames often have trouble delivering puppies and sometimes need to have a C-section. be sure to feed Yorkies some type of dry food or bone to chew on to help keep the teeth clean and strong. They should get their teeth cleaned at a vet and keep them from falling out and creating infection. And just so what I do with the teeth thing, I learned, we never kept tabs on teeth on our other dogs, but I go twice a year for the non-anesthetic cleaning, and the reason they can easily go in there and open his mouth and do it and he doesn't fuss is because ever since he was a puppy, I use a shower to bathe him. He gets in the shower with me, he sits there, and we do the thing. He's not in a bathtub or nothing, and he gets slathered up, he sits there, he gets rinsed off, he comes out, and while he's in there, I brush his teeth. Okay, now my vet said he could probably brush him every day, but I don't do it every day. He has dry kibble most of the time, so it's not like he's always eating soft food that's going to get stuck. But I do brush him. I get the toothpaste from the thing, chicken flavor, whatever, get him a regular toothbrush, and I open his lips, stick it back there, and they say just scrub sideways on the gums. You don't go up and down like that anymore, and you go up and down on your teeth. Really, you're not supposed to. We did that all our life, and then all of a sudden, the guy says, no, you brush them this way. You floss and do your water pick or whatever with the other. So you brush them sideways, front, his teeth, and he just lets you do it. And then you give him a little teeny rinse of some water in your hand. He licks it. That's it. Clean. No problem with breath problems. Keeps all this tartar off of there. And then every 6 months, take him in for that non-anesthetic. If you brush them yourself, then they're not fussy and those guys know how to do it, even if they're a little fussy. They don't have to give them anesthetic. I'd rather not even do that. You don't want to do that in some dogs, like I say. So there you go with that kind of thing. What else? Yorkie is a good dog for apartment life because they're small and it's very active indoors and will do okay without a yard. The Yorkie is sensitive to the cold and prefers the warmer climates. So if you're in a real cold in the winter, you know what to do. Keep them, don't let them get too cold, or put a little jacket on them when you go out, which you probably do. Hey there, WooF Ditty, Paul Martin. Hi, Paul. Good to see you. Back at you. Exercise. They're very They are very active little dogs. Need a daily walk, as most dogs need a daily walk. Play will take care of a lot of their other exercise needs. However, as with all breeds, it is not to fulfill their primal instinct to walk, and even run for that matter, or jog. Dogs who do not get a daily walk are more likely to display behavioral problems because they're all pent up with that energy, which makes total sense. If your Yorkie zooms around the house like a speeding bullet, it's a sign that he needs to go on more longer walks, and where he is made to heel beside or behind you, the human. And remember, in a dog's mind, the leader leads the way. They will also enjoy a good romp in a safe, open area off leash, such as a large fenced yard. I stay away from the dog parks because of other dogs. You don't know what you can contract. They can get in a fight. It could be instant problems. I did it for a long time until I saw some things happen, and we decided no more for Buster. That was when he was little. He got scarred up a little bit just playing with other dogs that had sharp claws. They weren't hurting each other. It was playing, and it happened. So one thing got on his head. It didn't grow. His scarred. His hair didn't grow back for like 2 years. So I said, no, they can do it. And plus, it's dirty, and you got to bathe them every time you go to the dog park. So, best vet says even just not the best thing to do. Okay, let's go play this again about the Yorkies, little ditty. This is about a mom and her daughter Yorkie, Candy and Sadie.
This ditty is about the Yorkies, Candy and Sadie today. Well, Candy is the mama of Sadie. That's how she made her way into this world of puppies, and they began to play. These two happy Yorkies were here to stay. Now way back in the day, this breed was a larger kind, but by breeding the selective smaller ones than the big ones, today we see their size. Candy and Sadie.
Florence, I'll be there in a minute.
Happy Yorkies. Candy and Sadie are two Sadie, two happy Yorkies.
Hi, Heather and Florence. Thanks for tuning in. It's new to you. Yeah, this is probably like, what is this guy doing here? It's all about the love of dogs. WooF Ditty show. We do different breeds every night. Tonight was Yorkie night. How are you and the family doing tonight? Paul, we're doing great. Thank you very much for asking. Buster's doing great. He has a shower with some new shampoo today, which is really cool. It's got all kinds of natural stuff in it. And he liked that. And he got a new Kong today, new Frisbee. He had worn his others out. Yeah, the little Yorkies are adorable, no doubt. And then you were saying the show's new to you. You have little Taco Bell dogs. Oh, Chihuahuas. Two Siamese, and what a combination. How cute, huh? Absolutely. All these dogs are adorable. I mean, the big ones too, but the little ones for sure, we know they are just so cute. You can't stand it anymore. Yeah, the bows. You see, put the bows. It's so adorable. So we have pictures of the Yorkies. You know, we just we're doing our Yorkie show tonight, and we're going to shift gears here in just a moment, and we're going to go ahead and talk about the Huskies, which is the reason I have the shirt on. The show is brought to you by the WooF Driver, and you're on his page now on Facebook. And he's a Husky guy. He has 4 Huskies that he maintains, and he goes in and does all these things with. And if you look on alldognetwork.com, if you're a first-time looker here, this will be more explanatory. These shows we're doing, and I'm not the only one. We have trainers, we have dog yoga people, we have WooF News, we have, it's crazy. Love my Husky girl, Heather says. Yes. Yay. So primarily it's brought to you by the WooF Driver, who's a Husky guy. That's his shirt, says WooF Driver up here. That's a Husky with the paw. And you haven't seen the guitar yet. This is, if you haven't seen this yet, a lot of you have. This is called the WooF Axe. My little Onyx looks like the Yorkie, but tall like the Chihuahua. She is jet black. Very cool. Put her up on WooF's Gang. You know, WooF's Gang is the group site for y'all to post your dogs and who you are, where you are, and pictures of your little cute pooches, okay, and your family and everybody else. WOOF''S, second word, gang. WooF's Gang. Join that up. Lift your pictures up. You'll be part of the family. This is the WooF Axe. And we had this custom made with the picture of the Husky on the front. You can see the similarity there, right? These eyes actually light up in blue when I play the strings, but the 9-volt battery goes in here. I haven't replaced it. I need to do that. My Husky has one clear blue eye and one brown eye, Heather. Well, it's funny. There was a picture of one the other night I was showing that actually had that blue and brown eye. And now I'm going to shift gears here. I'm going to pull them back up, and maybe I can find that again and show you. It's probably, man, it could be your dog for all you know, you know. That was very, very cool. Unusual, but nevertheless, gorgeous. One blue, one brown eye. Yep. Mimi, okay, cool. So I'm gonna play a little jam, a little blues. I'm not gonna sing anything necessarily on this guitar in just a minute. As soon as I can get this thing up for y'all and see what I got here when it comes to the Husky. We're also going to play some WooF Driver songs about the Huskies. As a matter of fact, while I'm looking for the pictures, why don't I do that? Let me get this going here and see what we got here. Tonight we shall play WooF Driver's music. So this song, I play this quite often, and I'll play it again. This is I Want Some Doggies. This is a parody. Want Some Doggies to Love. Need Somebody to Love. You'll recognize this tune. I think this is Jefferson Airplane did this original, but it's a parody.
When the dogs are free, and it's their time, and all the joy, and the joyous life. Don't you want some doggies to run? Don't you need some doggies to love? Wouldn't you love some doggies to run?
Check it, Heather. There it is. Same coloring, yep. That one's running there. Okay, want some doggies to love, want some doggies to run. So we found that one with the blue and brown eye. Quite something, just like same coloring as yours, Heather. So it's all happening about the Huskies. Let's see, we've got some other tunes here. Let's see. Gotta Love a Dog. Let's see, this is a good one. Gotta Love a Dog. Another parody. I love the dogs. They're part of life to me, Paul says. And they all, for all of us, for sure. That's right. Tide. Hit one that was 18. Wow. Safari. Loved him so much. Yes. gonna take some puppy dogs. Gotta love a dog there. So right now I'm gonna try to play a little something for you here. I'm gonna get this up, get this wound up here for you. Okay, we got this thing warmed up here. I'm gonna play a little blues just to have fun here for you. Somebody want to hear me play, so I'm gonna play some stuff. jamming. Playing for the dogs. Baby out, okay? But that's just a little guitar stuff there, you know, just something to do. Okay, having some fun with the WooF axe. Put myself out of tune. So it's all good. Thank you, Mimi, for that. And jamming on, Paul says, yeah, just having some fun, you know. I don't know if y'all like jazz, but I'm thinking maybe I'll do a little quick jazz thing here, and then we'll get back to business real quick. Here, let me see, find something here on here that makes sense. I got something here. Let me get to it here. Let me play a little something here. Hang with me just a second and get something going. Just to play for the heck of it. Let's find something that works. Yeah, this is a little Spanish kind of thing. Maybe you like this. I don't know. Let's just play it one time through. Make a big deal out of it. You can hear all that. Hey. Wanted a Yorkie. Are they expensive? Florence says. You know, I don't know, honest to God, about the price of that breed. You know, I guess different breeders are different prices. But you know, what we do, let's just see what it has to say here. Price of a Yorkie. Because it's probably different everywhere you go. Average price of a Yorkie puppy is, bingo, let's see what it says here. Well, pure breeds. The cost of a purebred Yorkie with AKC registration, American Kennel Club, varies drastically based on many factors below. But on the average, an AKC licensed breeder will charge around $1,200 to $1,500 per puppy. Additionally, most breeders request a non-refundable deposit of about $200 to $300, including the application process. So there you go. I mean, that's, I don't know where that is. It could be California or New York, maybe, I don't know. But I'm sure if you look around, you know, you can call, just like I just looked on the search engine, average price of a Yorkie puppy. and see what comes up, and then you can talk on these forums. Again, on forums, how people can help you, just like on the show here. You can buy a puppy all day long from the newspaper for $350. So again, you have to look around. Go to a pure breeder to his place. They're going to charge you maximum. I mean, I haven't even looked on eBay. And who knows if they market dogs on there. So that's that. Let me do a quick little round of another something here for Paul. If I can find. Oh, you know what they got on here? They have born on their bad sign. Let's do that just 2 times through. Hi, Grace. At all. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. What's so good luck? Love the dogs, they're all beautiful. Okay, a little born on the bad side. Trying to get that together with the track. I love wolves too. I like your shirt and love kinds of dogs. They are beautiful dogs, Diane says. Gotta go, Mimi. See you. Put the fur babies to bed. Have a good night. Thank you. And check on your mom. Make sure she's okay. It's all good. So it was Yorkie night tonight. And we've had a good time playing little tunes on the WooF axe. And I'm going to play the Yorkie Ditty one more time. This is, again, the gentleman who's helping us get these shirts together here, who's a shirt guy out here in Orange County, California, is seeing how we can get these things reproduced. And this is the whole thing. It's not just stamping the label. So hopefully we can pull this off at a decent price. And again, once we do, Paul says, my aunt has Yorkies, but she lives in New Jersey. Nice jam, thank you. A little rough tonight, okay, but I appreciate that. What I was going to say is, we can get these priced right for y'all, then It's affordable for everybody to get one that wants one. We'll get them to you. Figure out a way we're going to do that, PayPal, whatever. But some of that money is going to go to the shelters. Donation, no matter what. We got that all planned out. So whatever we do, it's all about the dogs and make everybody happy here. So anyway, he's got 2 Yorkies, the fellow who's, I'm still listening to the music, too good to leave. Oh, you're so kind, thank you. I'm going to play this ditty about the Yorkies one more time, and then we're going to say goodnight tonight, and then we'll be back tomorrow night around 7:30, which is Tuesday. Pretty much. We might be 8 o'clock tomorrow night, so just keep track. Some people it's a little better, a little later for whatever reason I'm getting. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's about...
This ditty is about the Yorkies, Candy and Sadie today. Well, Candy is the mama of Sadie. That's how she made her way into this world of puppies. And they began to play.
Thanks, Deborah.
These 2 happy Yorkies were here to stay. Now way back in the day, this breed was a larger kind. But by breeding the selective smaller ones than the big ones, today we see their size. Candy and Sadie, the 2 happy Yorkies.
Oh, there's 3 happy Yorkies in that picture.
Candy and Sadie are 2 happy Yorkies.
Cuter
Mama
than...
and daughter, Candy and Sadie, 2 happy Yorkies. Into the world of puppies, they began to play. These 2 happy Yorkies, they were here to stay. Candy and Sadie, the 2 happy Yorkies. Candy and Sadie, 2 happy Yorkies.
There they are, Candy and Sadie. We'll pretend those are miracle Yorkies, mom and daughter. They're, one's a teacup. So we're going to say goodnight, and it was great having y'all tonight. Good night, Debbie. Thanks for joining us again as usual. It's great to see y'all. Please share this, if you would, on your timeline. This crazy love for our dogs and the WooF Ditty. Good night, WooF Ditty, and please take care. I will do my best to do so, and you as well. You guys are such great people out there and loving those dogs. Keep their water clean and fresh. Give them big hugs. Keep the sleepies out of their eyes. Exercise them and make sure they don't get too hot or too cold, whatever the case may be. And tomorrow night, I'm not sure what the breed. It'll be a surprise, but we're going to have fun once again. We'll play some more tunes. We'll do some different stuff. And you're welcome, Paul. Appreciate it. We're going to let it go now and say goodnight. A little jump and jam in here. Good night, Diane. Good night, Mimi. Thank you. AllDogNetwork.com if you want to check it all out and everything from the past. I should have a word on these shirts the next day or so. Debbie, always thank you. We're getting closer to figuring it out. I'm working on it. Trust me. Until tomorrow night, y'all take care and have a safe night, safe day tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow night.